Closing bell. Sensex, Nifty 50 end with modest gains after Israel-Iran truce breach. The Indian stock market saw sharp profit booking on Tuesday, June 24, after a strong start, as news emerged that Israel had accused Iran of violating the recently announced ceasefire and had launched retaliatory strikes on Tehran. This triggered volatility across the benchmarks, dragging indices off their intraday highs. The BSE Sensex opened at 82,534.61, up from the previous close of 81,896.79, and rallied over 1,100 points to hit an intraday high of 83,018. However, the gains were quickly erased, and the index fell back to a low of 81,900, down more than 1,100 points from the day's high. Similarly, the NSE Nifty 50 opened at 25,179.90 versus Monday's close of 24,971.90 and jumped over 1% to an intraday high of 25,317.70. It later slipped to 24,999.70 during the afternoon session. Despite the volatility, both indices ended in positive territory. The Sensex closed 158 points, or 0.19%, higher at 82,055.11, while the Nifty 50 ended at 25,044.35, up 72 points or 0.29%. The broader market also saw gains, with the BSE mid-cap and small-cap indices rising 0.56% and 0.71%, respectively. Vinod Nair, head of research at Geojit Financial Services, said initial gains in the domestic market, driven by the ceasefire announcement and a sharp drop in crude oil prices, were short-lived as renewed geopolitical tensions in the Middle East unsettled investor sentiment. He added, heightened volatility due to expiry day dynamics also contributed to the market's choppiness. Although the market attempted to break out of its recent consolidation range, persistent global risks continue to weigh on momentum. Nan and the domestic market witnessed volatility after media reports suggested Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz had ordered the military to strike Tehran after Iran fired missiles in violation of a ceasefire. Swipe left for next video. In light of Iran's blatant violation of the ceasefire declared by the President of the United States through the launch of missiles toward Israel, and in accordance with the Israeli government's policy to respond forcefully to any breach, I have instructed the IDF Israel Defense Forces to continue high-intensity operations targeting regime assets and terror infrastructure in Tehran, Reuters quoted Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz as saying on Tuesday. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Monday that Israel and Iran had agreed to a complete ceasefire. Latest blogs.